Hello friends! As of January 18th of this year, I have been on YouTube for 10 years. What? Yeah, so I know a ton of people have found my channel recently as I've been making more manga content, but I've actually been on this site for quite a long time. Today I thought I'd talk a little bit about my journey on YouTube and then answer some questions that I got from you guys when I asked for questions to do like a little bit of a Q&A. So why did I start a YouTube channel? The reason I started a YouTube channel was to make videos about Japanese boy bands, specifically my favorite Japanese idol group News. I had seen a few other people like kind of in the like Johnny's Idol community making channels for their favorite groups. There was one for Arashi, there was one for Kanjani 8, my friend was actually doing a one for Kanjani 8, and I was like, let me do one for News! And I started that in 10 years ago. 2011? Yeah, 2011. I was in college at this time and I thought it was a good way to kind of keep me editing because I was a film major in college, so it was a good way for me to, even though it was really basic editing, it was a good way for me to continue doing that. I didn't do anything super special with my editing in those vlogs, but just to refresh myself or keep myself fresh in actually like making some sort of content. So I made those types of videos for a while. It was a little bit difficult because the group that is my favorite doesn't have a lot of like activities. It's a whole thing and I won't go into it, but they're a little bit underrated and not treated well by their company, but we're not going to talk about the state of News right now. A few of those videos are still up on this channel if you dig deep enough. There is one that is very emotional because the two of like the most popular guys in the group, they left the group, which is not a new thing for this group, but so I have a really emotional video and I kept that video up just because it was really important to me, like my reaction and things like that. So you can still find that video. I really don't recommend it. I recorded it like with photo booth on my computer. But it was around then that I kind of stopped making those videos because the group was on hiatus and I was getting ready to study abroad in Japan. So actually, you can kind of see this all unfold if you dig deep enough into my channel. I really don't recommend it. The quality is not great. But there, I was originally supposed to go to Japan in 2011, but you know, they had a little bit of an earthquake and a tsunami possibly a few weeks before I was supposed to leave, so they canceled my trip. I was not allowed, the school wasn't allowing me to go to Japan. Even though I was supposed to go to Osaka and it was way far away from like the disaster area, the school did not feel like it was a good choice to send students to Japan, which kind of sucked. I mean, I understand, and Japan was going through a lot, and so it's a little bit selfish to be upset, but you know, they did cancel my trip 2 days before I was supposed to leave, so my foot was practically on the airplane, and they were like, don't go. So, then, I really don't know what I spent that year doing. Kind of maybe like general vlogging, and then the next year in 2012 I was allowed to go to Japan. I reapplied for my program and I did study abroad in Japan. That was really fun. I had a really great time at my study abroad program and making videos about living in Japan. They're not super high quality because all I had was this little like flip camera, and it was 2012. So YouTube was a very different place in 2012. Like quality was not the quality was not where it is now. Like right now I use a DSLR, and I did not even have that then. So, but I really like a lot of those videos. It was really fun to do. I had a lot of, like a really great time vlogging about Japan, living in Japan, and all of that. And I was in Osaka for 6 months, and then I came home. Then I had to kind of figure out what I wanted to do on YouTube because I really couldn't make vlogs about living in Japan because I wasn't living in Japan and I had no plans to go back anytime soon. But while I was in Japan, I got really into like Vlogbrothers and a few other YouTubers that kind of made like what I call like general vlogging or like nerdy vlogging. So I made a lot of videos like that, kind of like things I was thinking about or fandom related stuff. TV shows. I made a video where I surprised all my friends where I had watched all of Doctor Who and didn't tell anyone until I made the video, which was really funny. It was kind of videos like that. I did that for a few years. I really don't know how long I did that, but the natural progression was just getting into booktube. Like in my like nerdy vlogging, I would start to talk about books. I would read a book I really liked and talk about it, and then I started to find the booktube community, and just like one day I decided, I guess I'm a booktuber now, and I shifted my content more towards booktube, and I feel like that was a good choice for me mostly because it kind of gave me a focus. It was easier for people to discover my channel, and it was easier to kind of like come up with videos for a like, you know, like a focused niche sort of area. I like booktube, but I don't think I was good at booktube. And I did booktube like until maybe last year sometime. Maybe towards the end of 2019 I really started focusing a little bit more on manga, and then 2020 was like full in on the manga stuff. I don't know, I have feelings about booktube that I don't really want to talk about. I never really felt like I fit in on booktube. I felt like maybe I wasn't smart enough, which I know is not a good sort of thought to have, or maybe isn't true. Like anybody can do booktube, but I just really didn't feel super comfortable there. I don't know, I just felt like I didn't fit in with booktube, and I'm super glad that I finally found the manga community. Being part of like the manga tube, like especially the shoujo manga thing, like community has been really, really great. And I think the thing about me feeling really comfortable making manga videos and being kind of in the anime and manga like space is that I have like gone back to my roots. I have been watching anime and reading manga since I was a very young child. It has always been like my thing. I was like the anime girl in high school and in middle school, so it really just makes sense. I went through a bit of a phase in college where I was like, I don't like anime, I only like J-pop, which is so much better, which it's not, that's a terrible thought to have. Anime and manga especially is pretty much, I feel like, where I belong. It's the thing I know the most about, it's the thing I'm really that passionate, like the most passionate about, so it just really makes sense for me to be here, and I feel much more comfortable in this community. I feel like I can add something to this community, and I feel like I can really do something cool here. So that's a little bit of a timeline of my YouTube history. I've spent a long time kind of going in and out of different communities, but I really feel like MangaTube is where I'm going to stay for a while. I don't really see myself changing any sort of like content that I make. I really like this sort of content. I like watching manga videos. I like reading manga, and I don't know, I feel like it just like envelops everything that I have spent my entire life liking, like anime, manga, Japanese stuff, cosplay, you know, it's like what I do. And what I have done for my whole life, basically, since I could like develop interests. I want to thank everyone, like especially anybody who has stuck with me since like the very beginning. Like if you have been here since day one when I was making bad videos about Japanese idols, like thank you so much. If you've been here since my Japan study abroad days and you still wanted to stick around, thank you so much. And if you subscribed just yesterday, like thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and watching my content. It really means a lot to me. I really love making YouTube videos. If I didn't love it, then I wouldn't keep on doing this for 10 years. It hasn't been an easy 10 years. I mean, I have gone up and down. I never really thought about quitting. There were times when I didn't make videos for a long time, or like a few months at a time, but I've always come back to YouTube and I really like it. I've experienced like massive amounts of hate. I have one video that has a lot of views and the comment section on that video is not good. So that was really difficult, but I do have a lot of videos where I have a lot of really great comments on them and a lot of people who appreciate me and what I do, so I guess that's my YouTube history. I don't know if that was interesting at all. I think the main thing that kept me going these 10 years was that I always wanted to continue editing, even if it was like minor edits and just like a bunch of jump cuts and not anything fancy. In my day job, I don't do any sort of editing and I'm not a very good editor, so I can't really make a job out of it. But I do like to keep up the practice on it, and I like making creative sort of vlogs, so there's that. I think that's the kind of the thing that's kept me coming back and making different types of videos, is that I just want to edit video. Yeah, that's pretty much my YouTube history, my thoughts on 10 years. So I'm gonna dive into some questions. So on Instagram, on the community page, and like on Twitter, I asked you guys for questions. My first question from Coffee Over Apples is, what genre of manga other than shoujo would you wish to read more of? So I don't really know. I'm really content with reading shoujo manga. I don't really like battle shonen that much, like kind of the action series. I do keep up with My Hero Academia like pretty much every week. I read it on the Shonen Jump app, and I don't read every new chapter like every new week, but I'll kind of let them pile up and read a few. I'm just not like into super long series. I mean, there are exceptions, Yona of the Dawn and things like that, but I don't know, I don't really like action manga that much, like your big shonen stuff. I don't like reading that. I would rather watch that. I don't like horror manga. Like, I don't like horror things like in general. I don't like horror books. I don't like horror movies or really TV shows. Like sometimes Riverdale scares me, so I'm a big chicken. I like to read like maybe some more fantasy focused manga. There's a few series that I read that have lots of like yokai and like demons and that sort of thing, but I would like to read maybe something more along the lines of like fantasy, along the lines of like Yona of the Dawn, that sort of thing, or maybe like some more historical stuff. I really liked like The Heiress and the Chauffeur, where it was kind of like in the Taisho era, so like 1920s ish, so reading manga from like that time period would be really good. I don't know, I feel like I like shoujo manga because it's more, I feel like, focused on emotions, and that's something I really like reading. So, but within the shoujo genre, I would like to expand outside of high school. I think I do like reading fantasy books, so I think reading more fantasy focused manga would be really interesting. And then Steph also asked how many times I've revamped my channel and any new plans for your channel in the future. So I think I went over this. I think I've been in like 5 different sort of communities, but I think staying in the manga community is where I'm going to be for probably a long time. That I can't really think of anything else I would want to make videos about. I might throw in a few things here and there. Like, I'm currently working on reorganizing like my office sort of area, so there might be like a room decor video, or maybe some like DIY type of things, but nothing like super serious where I'm going to revamp my channel. Just kind of like fun extra things that might be just like a creative challenge for me, or something that I'm really into at the moment where I want to show it off. But currently, there are no plans to change the main focus of my content and my channel. Then I got a few questions about my hair, which is in a state right now. Steph from Coffee Over Apples, how I asked to get my hair how I get my hair to stay so pink, and then Sam from Samo Remo said she asked, why are you so cute? Thank you. And what color might you want to do next? So my hair journey was a breakdown during lockdown in like March and April. So I was like, I just want pink hair and we could all die tomorrow, so let's just have pink hair. So I dyed it myself and it was patchy. When salons opened up, I did go to the salon to get it like cut and kind of fixed up. I did go maybe 2 times after that to get it touched up and get the color redone, but I just didn't really like my stylist. She didn't really listen to me that much, and it was really expensive and I couldn't shell out that kind of money every 2 months or whatever. So I was supposed to go back in January, but I have decided to not. So the secret to keeping my hair so pink is just go to the salon and pay a bunch of money every 2 months and let it fade to a nice color. But right now I'm kind of in a state of like my roots are really bad and the color is super faded. It's really gross right now. The shampoo I'm using is not good. It makes my hair really heavy and I have to use a clarifying shampoo like every week, and that is not good. But anyway, yeah, I was thinking about maybe doing purple the next time I dye my hair. I'm kind of trying to figure out if I want to do my own roots or if I want to like find a new hairstylist. I'm thinking about doing my own ones, but I'm very scared of burning all of my hair off. Thinking about maybe like a light purple next. Maybe I'll go pink one more time and then do the purple. I don't know, maybe I'll do half purple, half pink. I don't know. I haven't figured it out yet. But I'm kind of like sitting in this state of like letting the color get all out, and then this root situation. And a few questions from Instagram. So one person asked, what are some types of videos that you absolutely love making? So I like making sort of like fun videos, like the one that I just uploaded, my like male shoujo character ranking video. That was super fun. It was really simple, but I like doing kind of like fun videos like that are kind of like manga adjacent, but are not exactly like, this is what I read or this is what I bought recently, that sort of thing. I like making kind of more fun, creative type videos that are within the realm of like manga or the subject that I'm talking about, and not necessarily like reviews or hauls and that sort of thing. I really like vlogs, and I like the challenge that comes with editing like a reading vlog or like a weekly vlog or something like that. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more. I've had like some successes with that. I'm working on filming one right now that'll be kind of like reading a series throughout, like reading a whole series and my real-time reactions of it, and kind of like a weekly vlog. That'll be a fun challenge to do because I did mention a million times before that I do like editing, so I really like doing kind of like more creative videos that are not exactly just a review or a haul or something like that. And then I got a few questions that were like, how was I introduced to anime and manga? And this has been like a lifelong thing. So when I was a young child, I used to watch Sailor Moon, and I don't really remember watching Sailor Moon, but I do remember in 5th grade, my friend lent me a VHS of Sailor Moon, and it was like nostalgic at that point. So sometime in early elementary school, I watched Sailor Moon on TV. Apparently I was like really, really into Sailor Moon as a young child. My mom, when she came to visit me, like pre-Panini Press, saw a Sailor Moon like themed backpack that I have that it doesn't have like a picture of Sailor Moon, it looks like her uniform, and she pointed at it and she was like, oh, Sailor Moon. It really shocked me that she remembered she could pick out that Sailor Moon thing, and apparently I had like, I don't know if you know what fashion plates are, but they're basically like pieces of plastic with an image drawn on them, and you put a piece of paper over it and you can like color it. And apparently I had Sailor Moon ones of those, so which I like vaguely remember. I watched Sailor Moon as a child, and then later I really got into Pokemon, of course, and then I was super into Digimon. Oh my god, I love Digimon so much, way more than Pokemon. But I was the perfect age for like the Pokemon boom. I was in like 3rd or 4th grade, went to go see all the movies, got a bunch of cards, went to Burger King a lot for those toys. Still at those points I didn't know what anime was. And then from there I started watching like Saturday morning cartoons like with the Digimon thing, and so I used to watch Cardcaptors and Yu-Gi-Oh and all of that sort of stuff. And I think from there, probably it was Cardcaptor Sakura, where I went on the internet when I finally got the internet and searched up for it. And I think the thing that really made me super into anime and taught me so much about anime is a website, and it was called lilola.com. And this website doesn't exist anymore. The person who runs it doesn't have an archive of the site up anymore, but this website was so influential to me. I found out about so much stuff, and I found out what cosplay was through this website. I found out about so many different anime and like manga, and I found out about Johnny's through them, and the Prince of Tennis musicals. Like, lilola.net was my favorite anime website, and it is the reason I know about, like, I got my start on anything. The creator of it does post a cosplay on Instagram every once in a while. They went like viral, and it was like for like a meme cosplay, and it was like, oh my god, this person was so influential to me, and it's so cool seeing them getting all this stuff. But yeah, so I feel like lilola.net is like pretty much the reason that I got super sucked into anime and manga. So I watched all of those like classic shows like on TV, and I don't really know what my first manga was. Probably something like Inuyasha or Cardcaptor Sakura, or maybe it was Shigeyugi. I don't know, because I remember reading that in 8th grade, and that was about the time. No, I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea what my first manga was. Yeah, that's basically what it was. I used to watch it on TV, and then I went on the internet and searched for it, and then I found lilola.net, and it taught me everything that I needed to know for the rest of my life. Okay, and then a few questions from Marguerite's Manga. She asked me, what do I miss most about Japan? I miss everything about Japan. I miss Japanese food. I miss okonomiyaki and takoyaki. I lived in Osaka, which is like famous for those things, and I miss them so much. I can't even eat them anymore. I can't eat gluten. That's a whole other story. So I can barely eat Japanese food anymore. And what else do I miss? I miss Purikura. I miss shopping. I miss being able to go and buy my favorite group's CDs in like a CD store. I miss karaoke. I'm gonna cry thinking about this because I miss it so much. I miss shopping. I miss like the clothes. I miss going to school. I miss my apartment. I lived in like an apartment building with all the international students. I'm like legit gonna cry thinking about this. I just miss it all. I miss Lawson. I miss Lawson so much. I miss match soda. I miss karaoke. I miss karaage from Lawson. I miss my school. I miss my friends. I miss going to Shinsaibashi and Namba, meeting up with my friends. I miss concerts. I miss the 100 yen store. I miss everything. So yeah. really want to go back to Japan, and I wanted to go, I almost planned to go in like 2020 because my favorite group was doing a concert tour, but I was like, no, I have to buy a car, and then I would have ended up wasting my money anyway. I really want to try to plan a trip there when we can. And Marg also asked what was my favorite place that I visited while I was in Japan. My favorite, there are two places in Japan that I consider like my favorite places. One is Osaka Castle. I just think it's so like beautiful. I love Osaka Castle so much. And then the other one is Odaiba in Tokyo. So Odaiba is kind of like a island sort of thing. You have to take like a train over like a bridge to get there, and I love Odaiba. So Odaiba is the site of one of my favorite buildings in the world, and it is the Fuji TV building. It's just a TV station, but it's super interesting and really cool. Also, it is destroyed in Digimon, and it has the giant Gundam, and it's mostly like the touristy area, like people live there, but like the touristy area that I would like hang out in, it's just a bunch of malls, really. There's a Ferris wheel there, and I'm so obsessed with Ferris wheels. It's a lot of shopping, but I just love like the atmosphere. Like if you want to have like a cool time shopping in like a bunch of malls, like go to Odaiba. It also has kind of a beachy boardwalk sort of feel to it. I went there in the middle of summer. It was like August, so it was super hot. There's a beach, and a bunch of people were like on the beach. It's not like a beach, it's kind of like there is sand, but a bunch of people were there. I drank like a melon soda float like there, and there's a lot of like boardwalk sort of feel to it, so it's just really cool and really fun. Those are my favorite places, Osaka Castle and Odaiba. Marg Reads Manga also asked what am I reading next. So currently I am working on Tokyo Babylon by Clamp. There will be a video of me reading that at some point. And then after that, I'm gonna try to read more of Fruits Basket, and then I don't know. Probably gonna catch up on maybe Yona of the Dawn. It's right here, so that's why. And catching up on things I am behind on that I haven't read, like probably finishing Aoharu Ride, because I have opinions and I need to finish it so I can really talk about them. Just finishing up some other stuff. I really want to get to QQ Sweeper and Queen's Quality because that sounds super cool. And Shay from Shay Geeks Out asked me, being on YouTube so long, did you ever want to give up? I've gotten really frustrated about YouTube. I think I talked about this a little bit before, but I've gotten really frustrated because, especially doing BookTube, because I was stuck within like the same 10 subscribers for like a year or two, and it really sucked because I was like, I feel like I'm making good content, but I'm not growing at all, and it was super frustrating. And that's why I really liked coming to MangaTube, because I started growing and I was like, oh, I feel like maybe the content that I'm making has some sort of like value now. I don't know, or people want to watch it now. But I definitely, during that like my BookTube phase, I was really, I don't know, there was a time where I just didn't want to do it that much anymore because I wasn't growing, and I know like I don't really do this for like numbers or whatever because like I haven't stopped after so long, but I do, it gets frustrating when you don't see any growth, because when you make something you want to see it grow and get better, and you feel like you're getting better but you don't see like the response from it. So it just got really frustrating because I felt like I was making good content, but it just, all of the indicators that I was making good content or that all of my effort was like not going to waste were not there. So just like not growing for so long was really frustrating. I don't super care about numbers that much. I mean, I do really want to get my watch time up so I can like get my monetization back because I was kicked out of the partner program so long ago, and I would like, it would be really cool to get 100,000 subscribers one day and get that little plaque. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it would be really cool. I don't know if I'm ready for the responsibility that comes with a 100,000 subscriber YouTube channel, but it would be really cool. I mean, I do care about numbers because it shows that what I am doing is being received by people, and that it shows that I'm doing something right. And when I don't grow, then I'm like, okay, I am doing something wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong. So yeah, I don't think I've ever really wanted to give up, but I think me changing like YouTube genres so much has kind of is a form of me giving up and be like, okay, this is not working, or I can't do this anymore, so I'm gonna switch it up. I think I finally found something that sticks. And Shay also asked, what is a series you wish you could collect but it's out of print or too expensive to get? Oh my god, I have no idea.
Hello, so editing Christy here. I thought of a better answer to this question than what I initially said. So I really want to get my hands on Hanayori Dango, or Boys Over Flowers. That is a series that I've been interested in reading forever. I'm a huge fan of the Japanese drama of it, and I just really want to read Hanayori Dango. I did see all of it, pretty much all of it, at an anime convention, and I almost bought it. And I have a feeling that probably the next time I go to an anime convention, I'm just gonna buy all of the volumes that I can. I feel like that's probably gonna be the easiest way to get all of Hanayori Dango, but yeah, so I just really want to read Boys Over Flowers.
And Samuel Remo, who I've known for a very long time, asked me, what does your current life look like now versus how you want it to look? So this is a really interesting question. So right now, I guess in my life is that I am working nights. I don't have regular days off, and I don't get like holidays or anything like that off, and I have to go into work when it snows because I work in TV, and I don't want to do that anymore. It's pretty much the only type of working I have known. I used to work retail, and then I worked another TV sort of job before this one, so I have always worked on the weekends, I've always worked on holidays, I've always had to go to work when it freaking snows, and I don't want to do that anymore. So I would love to find a job where I don't have to go into work on holidays or on Saturdays and Sundays. Don't have to work overnight. I hate working overnight so much. I am trying to get off of it, but it is not working. I would like to be in a place where I am working in normal person hours. Like, I really just want a 9 to 5. That's all I want. What I really want is to like make content full-time. I would love to do social media. I would love to make YouTube videos as like my job. I feel like that would be really great and fulfilling for me. It's kind of what I was interested in college, was making web content, but it really wasn't in a place where that was something my degree could foster at the time. So that's work-wise. I think like socially fine. I mean, my job kind of prevents all of that, and the whole thing happening really prevents me from living the social life that I want. Let's see, love to get married someday. Hopefully soon-ish. I don't know, and then I do need to work on my physical fitness. I would like to be in a better place that way. Taekwondo, and I am just not at the place that I need to be. I'm slowly trying to figure out how to work in extra exercise and diet and stuff like that into my lifestyle, but working nights is really difficult. You might not think it is, but you have to sleep like 10 times more. But I try to work that into it because I would really like to be in better shape so I can be a little healthier, and so that it'll really benefit my taekwondo, because I love taekwondo so much. That's kind of it. I mean, like, generally I'm pretty content with my life. It's just kind of like really, I think the thing that is like really negative and is like overshadowing everything is me working nights. I do not like it. I don't want to do it anymore, so I'm trying to get away from it. So I feel like my life would vastly improve after, like, if I got rid of that. So, but generally it's pretty good. So I feel like if I just got off the night shift, everything would be way better. So yeah, all of my questions. My camera is about to die, and this video is probably going to be like 40 minutes long. But I want to thank you all for watching my channel. If you have been here for 10 years, if you have been here for 10 days, if you have been here for 10 minutes, then I really appreciate you watching my channel, liking my content, just like supporting me. I really, really appreciate it, and I am really excited for the plans I have for my channel in the future, and spending time with the great manga tube community on YouTube. Okay, my camera died and my card is full, so this is not how I wanted to end this video. But as I was saying, I want to thank you all for watching my channel, supporting me, and my chaotic journey through YouTube. So yeah, I hope to be here for a long time, and I hope that I can make like great videos to entertain you and all of that. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more manga related goodness from me. That is all I've got for you guys today. I'm Christy Lou. Till next time, matane!